Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. This is a project on Project 4. Over the past 4 months, I've been working strategically with the company to improve their social media presence within the population of the Tilton, New Hampshire area. This is the Lakes Regions of New Hampshire. Project 4 is a consignment shop located conveniently on Main Street in Tilton, New Hampshire, which is minutes away from 93 on the exit 20 and exit 21 as well. Conveniently located next to as well the Tanger Outlet Shopping Center, also Franklin, and strategically located 30 minutes north of Concord, New Hampshire as well. Project 4 was an interesting project to work on because it is a consignment shop, which is kind of interesting as well at the same time. Working with the owners of the company, it was interesting because of the way how they feel about social media and working in social media. They had a lot of issues with it. They do currently have 2 social media presence. They have one project for consignments.com, which is a website that is not actively being used. They have not updated it within the past few months, so it is kind of technically an inactive website, but they are aware of it. Facebook as well is another item that they utilize. The last update was in, I want to say September 7th was the last update regarding a sale they were doing that summer for that Sunday throughout the store. They have not posted up anything else regarding new items in the store, events that they are hosting in the store, which to me praised as a issue, which is one of the reasons why I chose this company. I have worked with this company in selling merchandise and also a shopper at this company for many years. And after taking this class, I felt like I could actually use my knowledge to help them expand their business. So Project 4, as you can see right here, I decided to do this in more of a leisurely way. Of just doing kind of a bullet point presentation on my computer. So Project 4, what worked with this company? Well, what worked with this company was blogging items that are more than clothing in the Project 4. So we started out with a Twitter page. It was very successful. Twitter works marvelously with this type of a company. Then, unfortunately, because we ran into some side effects that you'll learn into what didn't work, and also in areas that we need to improve on. Things that really worked were blogging about trends in fashion. You can get so much stuff in a thrift store type environment that goes congruently with parallel to what is in fashion currently. You can also get such as things like blogging with hashtags. Hashtags is incredible what I learned using on Twitter. Using hashtags in fashion, especially during the past few weeks, especially with Victoria's Secret's fashion show, a bunch of fashion shows happening in New York, LA, Milan, Moscow, just it's becoming a huge trend. While I was continuously using Twitter, finding out eventually that trying to get type of reports that I needed for this project, I noticed that it was more of a personal account versus a business account, unfortunately. Then we resorted to a Tumblr immediately right after that, just because it was something that's quick, something that is easy to expand, also just another social media presence that we can use for this company as well. So in the past 2 weeks, we have utilized Tumblr for blogging as well. Hashtags on Tumblr are not as popular as they were on Twitter or on Facebook, but with the Twitter account, I am working with the company still consistently regarding using the Twitter account for more of a personalized but business use. We also had using humor and comedy. The people who run this store are very humorous, very charismatic, very open. They're very liberal with what they say. They do not have a politically correct type of vocabulary. So the type of market that they bring in there is hysterical. I felt like bringing humor onto their Tumblr page, also their Twitter page, was necessary just to, if you're going to be shopping here, that's what you're going to be seeing. They're going to be making politically incorrect jokes. The style of the store is very hipster, very cats everywhere, owls, different types of pop art color. It was just more of a very relaxed type atmosphere to be in. You will see these types of things on their website, also their Facebook page, also the Tumblr and Twitter page that I have for them. Project 4 Consignments. Project 4 Tilton is their Twitter hashtag app page. Project 4 Consignments is their Tumblr page. Project4.com is their website page. And I believe it's Project 4 Consignments is their Facebook page as well. Then, as you can see, we also had style boards, which is trying to brand what is in fashion. During the fall and winter fashions, colors such as retro red, polka dots, black, white, and gray were huge. We utilized this on our Twitter page, Facebook pages, and everything else. Try to show people that, well, guess what? You can find what's on runway in a thrift shop for 30 to 70% off what you would be paying at a store like Marshall's or TJ Maxx. And it's lightly worn clothing. You're recycling. You're helping the environment, which is something that this generation, especially my generation, millennials, even Gen Y, even baby boomers as well. They're very popular. Baby boomers are actually one of the most popular people at their store just because of the area that they're in. Another thing that was a big advantage was the New England cold winters. One of the things we've really worked on was trying to focus on what type of accessories we had: scarves, hats, mittens, earmuffs. We also tried to focus on sweaters, cardigans, anything that was more something that keeps you warm, a jacket. And we just marketed that in their windows, things like that, etc. Now, what didn't work? What didn't work with this company? There was a lot of things I learned while doing this. One of the biggest things I learned was staying on trend with the blocks. You'll see in my analytics, you'll see a flat line a little bit, but I kind of started noticing after I kept on learning in this course, also kept on researching about how to blog properly. Staying on like kind of a straight line consistency is a good thing. Consistency is a great thing, but staying consistency with the same style is a really bad thing. You want to not be vanilla, which is something that I really learned. As you can kind of see on the slide, vanilla is underlined. We were way too vanilla in our advertisement. On our Tumblr page, we saw a big flat line when we started the page about 3 weeks ago. We started working with it. We saw a huge boom increase, and we just continued with the type of style we were doing. But because of the style that we were doing, it wasn't really it wasn't working out as well as we wanted to. So we started adding the things in what worked, which was humor, trends, and fashion, focusing more on what was in the store and how it can relate to the customer and how it can benefit the customer. We were doing more of the value benefit aspect of it. The value is you're getting this cardigan that was worn like 3 times, washed 2 times, and for $20, when it's by a company such as Bebe or Lucky Brand that was originally $150 and you're getting it for $20. What can you beat more than that? And it's a red color, a type of color like Ravish Me Red, Retro Red, Fire Engine Red. These colors are huge this season, especially for winter, going into spring. If you're looking on Runway, if you follow Runway at all, you'll see it very large in large names such as Michael Kors, Tommy Hilfiger, Chanel, Gucci, things like that. And we tried to utilize that towards that example. Pinterest does not work for used clothes. Same with I noticed with Tumblr, but we were able to utilize Tumblr as well too by marketing it on Facebook and also on our Twitter page and also on their page as well, and word of mouth. It was difficult to get a specific area, which was one of the areas. It did not increase sales or traffic. We kind of noticed as well too. So you're getting people from the West Coast. Well, we're on the East Coast, so what does that matter? Type of a thing. Twitter was number 1. We started the page as a personal page, not a business page, something I kind of messed up on myself. We instantly noticed it when I was trying to look at my analytics, trying to find it when I was looking for free advertising. It wasn't working properly. It didn't allow for advertising because it was a personal page. Complications, Twitter was the number 1 thing, as we kind of discussed a couple of seconds ago. We got a huge increase in followers. The company actually saw an increase in traffic from the Twitter page. They were advocating the Twitter page, which was outstanding. Time constraints for me was another issue just because I was working with this company one-on-one. Additionally, on top of that, working 2 jobs at 50 hours a week, and then also doing full-time school was just kind of battle of relationships, family issues. It was just kind of a hectic mess during this project. I personally think that was another complication that I had personally with it, and also the company had too, because they also had a family, they also had their job, the husband was going to school, so trying to work with them was kind of a pulling of the hair, made me have some gray hairs in the end. They had a huge vendetta with social media. They did not like social media. They did not want to have anything to do with it. They had poor upkeep on their Facebook account and really poor upkeep on their website account. Adjustments. One of the things that I noticed with adjustments was one of the things I would love to do with the company is try to figure out how to make their Twitter page into a business page. Something that, unfortunately, because of the project's due date, I was not able to really focus on, also with work and etc. But we just kept it going as a personal page, but promoting it as a business page to our friends, shoppers, and people on Facebook, etc. They need to really start revamping their Facebook consistency with what they want. They need to revamp their project4consignment.com. Photos are really outdated, years old, such as that. They need to add social media links onto it and adapt events and products that they have. If they're doing a sale, they need to tell it their website now. If they're putting it on Facebook, they need to put it on their website page, also their Tumblr, also their Twitter page. They need to let everybody know about this because it's going to increase sales, increase traffic. You want to know what somebody's going to buy a $5 shirt? Guess what? They're probably going to also buy a $20 cardigan as well. You just made $25 right there. This is something I've been trying to educate them on, that you can expand your sales. Additionally, on top of that, expand your market as well. So you're getting a middle class society right now. Well, upper middle class likes to shop retail. Marketing on Facebook and Twitter inside Project 4, they need to show people this is what we have. This is where you can hear us. Recommendations for them, just a few things: consistency on blogging and updating their pages, educating themselves on active trends in fashion. They need to encourage shoppers to follow them on Facebook and Twitter, things like that. Incentives for Facebook and Twitter followers, 20% off coupons, so you can only get on Facebook or Twitter. Fabulous idea. Something that honestly convinces me to follow people on Facebook and Twitter. A lot of people I don't want to follow, but if I shop there 2 times a year, I would much rather get their coupons through Facebook and Twitter. Advertise the store events to attract people to come in. This is something that we kind of discussed a little bit ago. Fashion night out events. Every major mall in America, every major fashion area does fashion events. Well, add a friends and family benefit. Adding information about product online, new updates, promote price decreases. Do once a week price decreases, unless if it's Monday, this product's 2 weeks old. Tuesday, this product's 2 weeks old. Let's decrease the prices. That's something they were doing. They need to really start thinking about just doing every Wednesday price decreases. People are going to come in on Wednesday now. Make a reward system for shoppers. Companies like Nordstrom, Saks does this type of a thing. Make website more appealing. Their website's a little unappealing, which is something that I noticed. Another little thing that I know, something that I can take away from this, such as what is social media. I realized social media is performing social and verbal communications through social networks like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter and Tumblr, like I did for this company. By marketing your brand and company to drive sales and increase knowledge about what you do. Social media is how you expand your business. Social media is how you grow your business. Without it, you're going to fail. You're maybe not technically completely fail, but you're not going to grow. You're going to stay the same size. Why social media? Because you need to expand your margin. You need to expand who your market is. You need to expand what you want to sell. Well, okay, it's a consignment store. Half the people in Tilton don't even know what the store is. Half the people are like, oh, consignments. What's so great about consignments? Well, let me tell you, through social media, because you're not going to be able to tell them word of mouth in a small town like Tilton of 5,000 people. Well, expand it over to the outlet mall. Target, hashtag Tanger Outlets shopping event. Stop by Project 4 Consignments in Tilton. 5 minutes down the road. Not even. It's something where you can use social media to your advantage. Twitter is one of those great things, even Facebook now, because of hashtagging. You can convince people to come. This is unfortunately I was unable to send it to you, but kind of its trend. As you can see, towards the 7th up until now, we had a huge increase. All the things I discussed about was that increase. This is their Tumblr page. We had a very big flat line because of the way how we're consistent marketing, but the way how learning, I kind of increased it. I'm going to send you a link about this as well, so that you do see that I did did copy this on my paper, so that it will be sent to you. Thank you very much, Alex Palermo. Have a great night. Thank you.